All right, so today I'm going to show you guys some examples of how to do a one-on-one consultation with a client. This is a really easy way to sit down with your customer, talk to them about their skincare needs, and then recommend products. Don't feel nervous about doing this. To me, this is one of the most effective ways to gain a great client base. People are going to recommend you to their friends. You're going to give great customer service, and then they're going to get products they actually need. Plus, you can usually sell more products when you do this because people actually get to touch and feel, and they feel confident about the products that you're recommending. So the basis of doing this is to make it about them. You don't just want to spit out and just like recommend anything. You want to talk to your customer and see what they really need. You're going to ask about their skincare, their skin needs. Are they dry, oily, a combination? What do they currently use? Same thing with makeup. And once you ask these questions, you're gonna learn about them, and then you're able to recommend products that they need. Because people, yes, they want products, but they usually want to solve a problem. They want to fix a need. It's not just, I want to spend money to spend money. You know, I have wrinkles, or I have really dry skin, I have oily skin, nothing stays on my face. You know, I'm looking for something that will help cover, you know, whatever it may be. But by asking very specific questions, you can recommend appropriately. So what I do is I have a printout, and I will upload this in the team page. But basically, it's just like a customer profile. So I fill out their name, their address, and then it already has information on here, and I just have to circle it. So it asks basic questions. Once we actually find a color match, I go ahead and write their color on here. This is great to reference later when they're like, hey, I need to reorder whatever. Instead of going through your back office to try to figure it out, everything's on one page. Or if maybe they tan, they need to go a shade darker because it's summer, you can reference what you did last time and then recommend. Basically just coming up with a profile for them, and then based on what those answers are, you can recommend appropriate products. Now, it's really important to know you don't have to have everything when you're doing a one-on-one consult with somebody. They don't expect you to. What I would say is just have whatever products you currently use for yourself, maybe a few extras. People want to feel the liquid foundation. They don't need the right color. They just need to be able to feel it on their skin. People want to see, oh, I washed it off, that the liners are smudge and smear proof. A liner is all you need. You can rub it and show them, look, it doesn't come off until you wipe it off. People want to see the powder. How good of coverage is that? They want to feel the lip gloss sometimes. That one's iffy. They want to see the stain. So if you're gonna have a few things for people to try, those are the things that I would have. So don't worry or stress out about not having everything. The most important part of a consult is making it about them. You are not trying to sell them anything, you are trying to meet their needs. And just because you recommend all of this doesn't mean they're gonna buy it, but at least they know. And some people will make a shopping list, or you can write down products that they were interested in, and maybe they'll come back later to purchase it. It's also a great time to introduce collections, because many times if someone wants 2 or more things, it's likely in a collection. So yes, so sit back and watch as I interact with Jenna, showing you 2 different directions that a consult could go. Very basic, and then someone who wants more product.
All right, the first step is just to ask questions. The more questions you ask and get to know your customer, the better you can recommend products. Now, this is not an extensive list, but it just gives you an idea. And you don't have to ask all of these. Some answers will defer you to different questions. Finding out what they currently use and how long it takes them to do their makeup is a big lead on what direction to go. If they currently use drugstore products and only spend about 10 minutes on their makeup, you're only going to recommend a few simple products. Whereas if they already use high-end products and spend some time on their makeup, then you can go with those more complex items. Also pay close attention to their skin and their current skin regimen. You don't want to recommend BB Flawless for someone who has very oily skin. Or recommend just the powder if they have really dry skin. Don't forget to ask if they have any medical conditions like rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, or if they have any allergies or skin sensitivities. So if they aren't currently using a skincare regime, it's a great recommendation because the better the skin, the better the makeup application. On the makeup side, you want to make sure that they're comfortable. You don't want to recommend something with too much color if they prefer neutral. It's also nice to ask them what's their favorite feature on their face. If you find out it's eyes, then emphasize the eye products. Help them feel beautiful in that area. If it's lips, then go bold with a lip color. You want them to walk away with the confidence that they have solved the problem that they came with and that they look and feel beautiful. Also, don't be afraid to ask about the budget. Realtors and car salesmen do it all the time. You want to make sure that you're working with them in their area. You don't want to recommend something that's out of reach. That's going to be frustrating for you both. There are tasteful ways to do it.
So now I'm going to show you exactly how I would do a consult with someone who comes over. So Jenna's going to play the role of the client or customer, and we're going to show you 2 different ways to do this based on their responses. And I'm just following the format of the sheet that I've already showed you. So, all right, Jenna, I'm going to just ask you some questions.
What? I'm a customer.
Nice, good. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions about your skincare routine and then just get to know a little bit about you and what your specific needs are.
Okay.
So can you tell me a little bit about what you're currently using for skincare and makeup?
Ooh, Not much. I use soap for my face.
Okay.
A little bit of moisturizer. Makeup, I just have a bunch of like random things. I do powder.
Okay.
And I do mascara.
Okay, so very minimal.
Very minimal. I don't have a lot of time.
Okay, so about how long do you think you spend on your makeup in the morning?
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. So, okay.
I don't have a lot of time.
No worries.
I'm a very busy woman.
So we're gonna think very minimal. Do you like to go with the natural look, neutral colors, or more colors, vibrant?
I would love to go a little bit more colors, but I'm pretty neutral right now. That's my comfort zone, and that's kind of what I like to do every day.
Okay. As far as when you're doing eyeshadows, do you like shimmer or stick to mainly mattes or a little bit of both?
I could do a little bit of both.
Okay, a little shimmer of both. As far as your skin, what's the type? Is it oily, dry? Do you
It's
have
pretty
patches?
combination, like it's dry around here, but then I get a little oily around here.
Okay, so we have some patches there. All right. All right, so based on what Jenna's told me, I know she's not gonna wanna spend a lot of time on her makeup. So I'm not gonna recommend anything that's gonna be time consuming or too complex. She's told me she likes simple. We know she likes more of the neutral, safe colors. So I'm really gonna stay away from, the palettes with the bold colors, and probably stay away from the liquid foundation. She told me she likes powder, and liquid seems to take a little bit longer. So I'm gonna recommend to her some items that I think will be best for her skin type, because she is combination skin. Because she's combination, I will probably go ahead and go with powder, because that is, first of all, super easy to apply. It's quick, great coverage, and it also will help with any oiliness that she has on her skin. So watch as I do the recommendations for the products that I think are best for her. Based on those needs, I do have a few things that I would recommend. First of all, I would say for a base, the Mineral Touch Press Powder.
Ooh, press powder.
Press powder,
say.
yes.
Okay.
It's mineral, so it's super good for your skin. It's very lightweight, but it's gonna cover like a medium to full coverage. So it's really gonna give you...
I got a little...
Yeah, so you could add concealer with it, or
Okay.
you could just use this.
Okay.
And actually, I recommend using the sponge that it comes with to apply it, because you actually get a little fuller coverage
Okay.
as opposed to using a brush.
Okay.
This will also be really helpful for if you have any of those oily spots throughout the day,
Yes.
because the powder helps control the oil.
Nice.
So I do recommend that. As far as skincare, I know you're pretty basic with skincare, but I do like to recommend starting with a primer.
What's a primer?
Primer is, here, let me let you touch it.
Ooh.
It's a very thin, clear consistency, but basically it's almost like a lotion. You apply it all over your face. You're gonna let it dry, but it feels velvety, right?
Yes, very velvety and smooth.
And what that does is gonna hold on to your makeup. So once it dries, you apply your powder. It's gonna fill in those small lines, the pores, give you an all over smooth
How long do I
coverage.
let it dry for?
I would let it sit for like a minute or two, just to
Okay.
where it's not tacky.
Okay.
And then it's also going to help you throughout the day. Keep the makeup on longer. It's also water resistant, so it's going to help if you sweat. I know, got to keep that going. And help with any kind of oil you get throughout the day.
Okay.
So I do recommend using this, but though it's not a necessity. And then to help with color, one of my favorite products is sunset bronzer, right? We all need a little bit of color to our face, but this is great because you can use it to contour, you can use it for blush, you can use it for eyeshadow. It's one of those super easy, like 3-in-1. Eyeshadow, yes. Just take a little brush and apply it like you would eyeshadow. And there's two sides. There's a matte side and a shimmer side. You can swirl it together, or you could just use one or the other.
Oh, great. Okay. That sounds like a great product.
Super
multifunctional.
Love the multifunctional, right? When I travel, this is what I take because it's so easy.
Okay.
As far as eyes, we said simple.
Very simple.
I do recommend the Splurge Cream Shadow. This is the color Elegant, and I think it's really good because it's a little bit of a shimmer, but it's not too much.
Okay.
Very easy to apply.
Now, how do I apply it?
You can use your finger.
Okay.
And literally just put it on like that, and it blends nicely. Or you can use a cream shadow brush.
Great.
It dries to a powder and literally lasts all day, no creasing. So this is perfect by itself, or you can combine it with other products you already have.
Okay.
I love that. It's probably the most user-friendly product we have for eyes.
Love it.
And then, of course, I can't let you leave here without talking about brows.
What's wrong with my brows?
Your brows are wonderful, but brows can always be better.
Okay.
I love brows. When you start to do your brows, it really frames your face.
Okay.
For something really quick and easy, I do recommend the brow pencil. This has a spoolie end, so you can brush your hairs and put them in place. And then a little tiny tipped pencil to actually color in.
I've never done my brows.
Oh, you'll love the results.
Okay.
It just really fills in anywhere that you're missing hair and just kind of gives an even coat, because let's be honest, we probably have all overplucked a few times in our life. No? Yeah? No?
No, not me.
So I do think this is very simple. It's quick, under 2 minutes you can do your brows.
Perfect.
And
This is great.
of course the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara.
Ooh, yes, I have seen those pictures.
You will have dramatic differences with your eyelashes, and it's super easy. So let me show you the technique.
Okay.
So there's 2 products.
Okay.
Ugh. Let me open it for you. One is wet. It looks like regular mascara. That's the gel. And the other one is dry. Those are fibers.
Wow.
Little tiny rayon fibers. Now, what you're going to want to do is apply wet, dry, wet.
Okay.
Because it makes sense, because if we want this is what's going to build your lashes out.
Okay.
So if you want them to build out, they have to have something to hold on to. So it's really important that you start off with the wet. So what I like to do is one eye at a time. Yep, start with one eye. Apply it like you would regular mascara. Just put it on there. It doesn't have to be a heavy coat, but a thorough coat.
Like a light hand.
Yes, light hand, but you want to get it all over.
Okay.
And then with the fibers, while it's still wet, you want to brush on the fibers also, just like mascara. Now a tip I like to do is to roll it on the back of my hand first. This will help map down any of those stray fibers, so you don't get flakes all over your face.
So what if they do fall on my face?
Not a big deal. You can brush it off with your hand or with a brush.
Okay.
Super easy. And it's safe, so don't worry about it getting in your eyes.
Oh, because I wear contacts.
Yes, shouldn't irritate it at all. If you do get some in there, just pull your eye down and dab it out.
Okay.
Very, very simple. So you'll do gel, fiber, and then I like to switch to the other side, do gel, fiber. That gives it a chance to really dry, and then coat it again with the gel.
Okay.
Very simple.
So what if I'm like in a huge rush and I have 30 seconds to do my mascara?
I would just do the gel.
I can just do the gel?
Just the gel. It's tinted and it just already lengthens your lashes.
Okay.
This is probably one of the best mascaras just by itself.
Wow.
So,
okay.
yes. And water resistant.
Oh,
so you can go swimming,
I cry a lot.
cry, rainstorms, you're safe.
Great.
I think you'll really, really enjoy that product. And then for lips, what's easier than lip gloss, right?
Love lip gloss.
Love lip gloss. I love it. So my 2 favorite colors are Luxe and Lippy. Luxe is more of a neutral brown, and Lippy is a brand new color. It's a little bit of a peach, so it's perfect for spring.
Perfect.
Let me show you this. Okay, first of all, there's a mirror. So easy applications on the go.
What?
I know. And then it's super nourishing and not tacky. Because don't you hate it when like if your hair blows on and then it gets stuck? I hate that.
Me too.
You're gonna love
That's
this.
not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm sold.
So, so these are the products that I would recommend for
Okay.
you and your skincare routine. Do you have any questions about any of them?
Let's do this.
Okay, sounds
Does the
great.
bag come with it?
If you get a collection, the bag does come with it. We do have some collections with bundles.
Okay.
Let's take a look at those and see what we can do
I
to
would
get
love
you what you need.
to.
Okay.
Thanks, please.
You're welcome. All right, so now I'm going to show you a scenario with someone who knows makeup, they probably already wear high-end products. They have a little bit more of knowledge of what they want and a little bit more variety. So I'm going to show you how by answering those questions that we can really expand on what we recommend. And this is really when you move into those collections, because if someone wants a few of one item, it's great to recommend one of the collections. So here we go. All right, hey Jenna.
Hi.
All right, so let's figure out what your basic skincare needs are. So I'm
Okay.
going to ask you some questions and kind of see where we want to go for some recommendations for makeup.
Great.
All right, so can you tell me a little bit about your skincare and makeup routine right now?
Ooh, yes. Okay. Well, I take my makeup off. I wash it with facial cleanser. I do toner, moisturizer, face mask. For makeup, concealer, liquid foundation. I use a lot of different brushes. I have an eyeshadow palette, mascara, liner. I do my brows. I'm really into brows. And I usually like a darker lip.
Okay, fabulous. Do you mind me asking what brands or types of makeup products
Yeah,
you're
my
using?
favorite is MAC. I do a
Oh,
lot
okay.
of MAC, a little bit of Urban Decay, Too Faced. I kind of like to just go into Sephora and just get it all.
Gotcha.
All the things.
So you love the pigmentation.
Absolutely. I
And-
have to have a lot of pigmentation.
And you
Yes.
understand high quality makeup compared to the drugstore.
If you want the face, you got to get the good quality.
I 100% agree. Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about your skincare needs?
Sure.
Are you dry skin, oily skin combo?
Mostly dry. I'm
Okay.
a little bit dry. I don't drink enough water.
I can understand how that is. Do you use any primer right now?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Crime not to crime.
That is so true.
But you know what? I'm actually looking for a new one, so I'd be very interested in what you have to
Okay.
offer.
Absolutely. All right, well, how much, also, I meant to ask you, how much time do you usually spend getting ready?
Oh gosh, 45 minutes
Okay.
to an hour.
All right, and are you looking to just fill in on a few items, or are you looking to kind of just revamp?
I really want to revamp. I'm looking for something new. I'm looking for something fresh. I'm just ready to have a whole new makeup game.
All right, so based on what Jenna told me, I know that she already wears high quality products. So she's gonna first of all recognize the high quality in these products once I show her, and she's willing to pay for them. Products like MAC and Urban Decay, she mentioned Sephora or Ulta, those are all high quality makeup products. So price should not be a problem here, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm also able to recommend some more advanced products, things that cause that take a little more time to apply, or maybe require a little bit more skill. And she also mentioned brushes, and so anytime someone mentions brushes, I am a brush snob, so I am assuming she is too. I'm definitely going to be recommending some of my favorite brushes for her to use as well. So this is how I would recommend for Jenna. I'm also going to try to go the collection route, just because I think it might be the best deal for her. So, all right, Jenna, based on what you told me, I'm going to go ahead and recommend a few collections.
Great.
And I think those are great because it's a bundle of different items, and it pretty much gives you everything you need at a discount price.
Love it.
Okay,
That's
so
exactly what I'm looking for.
fabulous. All right, so first of all, you said primer. So Glorious Primer is ours, and I love it because it's here. Let me let you feel it.
Okay.
It's similar to some of the other high-end brands. Very, very lightweight. It's not oily.
Ooh, yes.
Right?
I like that. Way softer than others I've tried.
Yes, very velvety. It's
Yes.
also water resistant, so that's gonna really help. I know not all of them are, but I have swam using these products.
Really?
And it stays on, so you gotta love
Nice.
that. So I do recommend the Glorious Primer. As far as the base, I love our Liquid Touch, Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation. It's kind of different. It's hard to describe
Okay.
until I show you, but it's a liquid that turns to a powder. You only use a few drops. It comes in a serum bottle. So here we can go ahead and put a little
Okay.
bit of that on, just so you can see and feel. Super lightweight, so it
yes.
won't feel heavy.
But good coverage.
Good coverage. It's a medium coverage. So if you are looking for, I didn't ask you, what kind of coverage do you usually like?
Medium to full.
Okay, so that by itself is a great medium coverage. If you wanted to get more of a full coverage, our liquid concealer,
Oh yes, I love
it's
concealer.
opaque, girl, it will cover anything. Just a little bit goes a long way. So like a dab, and it will
Ooh,
cover
that
up
covered up my freckle.
acne, freckles, discoloration. And you know, application's kind of different for everybody. Some people like to apply before their foundation,
Yes.
some after. But that's great. Or you
Love
can
it.
go the route of topping it off with our mineral powder. This is a medium to full coverage too. So if you
Okay.
combine these, you're gonna get great coverage.
I'm gonna get that flawless coverage.
Flawless coverage, exactly, but very lightweight.
Love
So
it.
I think you'll be impressed with that. All right. For blush, because we know we need some color on our cheeks, this is one of my favorite because it's just kind of neutral. This is the color Sweet.
Oh.
It still gives you a little bit of color.
That is
but
a big blush box, by the way.
It is. And honestly, it would probably last you like 3 years.
Awesome.
It's very highly pigmented.
Okay.
So a little dab goes a long way. That's all
Okay.
you need. So great for blush. As far as eyes, I love our palettes. You mentioned palettes.
Love palettes.
Palette 4 is one of my favorites because it's a little combo of both. You have the neutrals, you have some colors with the teal and navy blue. You can do them separately, you could do them together.
Yes.
So many combos.
I've already got an idea.
I cannot wait to see it. So what you get here is 7 colors, and it's a mix of matte and shimmer. So you get a little bit of both.
Perfect.
Okay. And you mentioned brows, a girl after my own heart, right? So excited about the new brow palette. Everything you need for perfect brows, and it goes
Yes.
wonderfully with the Brow Artist brush.
I need the brush.
You need the brush.
Yes.
You have to see this brush. Okay, so it's super fine and very thin, great angle.
Perfect.
Perfect for that precision. So each palette, we have 3 different ones, blonde, brunette, and dark. I would recommend dark for you. 2 different shades of powder, so you can really get that natural look, you know, the lighter and then
Yes.
the darker. And then actually 2 different highlighters.
Oh, yes.
And the pink is probably maybe throwing you off.
Not me.
No. Some girls get thrown off, but I love it because it's a matte highlighter and then a shimmer highlighter.
Perfect.
So depending
Now,
on
what's
your
this
mood.
last thing?
This is the wax. This is so neat. So I like to use the flat side of the brush, and this helps with any of those little flyaways or after you shape. You don't want them falling. So a little bit of wax,
Yes.
and then put those suckers in place.
Perfect.
So I love this. It's one of my new favorite items.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have to finish off with some illuminating
Yes,
highlighter.
I want to glow.
We have to glow. It's glow time. All right, so we have 5 shades to choose from.
Wow.
This is just one of them, but you can apply it with a fan brush. Just a little bit right on those cheeks.
Yes.
Give you a nice
I
little
love
glow.
that.
But if you don't like powder, we also have a cream stick and a liquid.
I
So-
like the powder.
Okay, powder to me
That's
is pretty
perfect.
easy.
Can I get the fan brush too?
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
a
feel
little
how
bit
soft it
easier.
is.
Oh, yes.
I know, right?
I like to use a fan brush rather than my fingers.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
great.
And then another brush, you mentioned you liked brushes. This is also a new brush. This is a powder concealer brush. And I love it because it's pretty like multi-purposeful. I like this one for the concealer.
Dual-ended. Okay.
Yes. You kind of just buff it in and it gives a really smooth, flawless coverage with the concealer. And then with this side, I've actually used it for so many things. I've used it for the liquid foundation. I've used
Wow.
it for the pressed powder, for a setting powder, for blush.
So
I
this
mean,
brush would take me through most of my face
yes,
items.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
So it is a little bit more on the expensive side, but you're getting 2 brushes
Sure.
and it's gonna take the place of a few others.
Okay.
And the quality of it is just crazy. Feel how soft that is,
Yes.
right? So these are, oh, and we can't forget lips. Okay. Oh, I forgot. So many goodies in the bag. All right, so for eyeliner, I'm assuming you wear it every day.
Love eyeliner every day.
What's your biggest concern when wearing eyeliner?
My biggest concern is usually that it kind of smears down or it's just not gonna last all day. And I've tried them all.
Okay, I think you will be super impressed. All of our pencils are amazing. They go on super smooth. You can do a fine line or you can do something a little bit bolder. You have about a minute to manipulate it and then it is on there. I mean, it is water resistant, smear resistant, allergy eyes, swimming, all of that.
Really?
It's gonna stay in place, yes.
So after
Yeah.
a minute, you're gonna show me that.
I will show you this. I will rub in just a minute, I promise. So this is really fun and we have about 20 different colors.
Awesome, perfect.
Let's finish up with lips. Okay, you like bold, you like
Love
darker. 2 items come to mind, so I'm not really sure what direction you like, but we have our stiff upper lip stain, last forever. I'm talking like 4 to 12 hours of color.
Wow,
So,
that's great.
It's wonderful. We have 12 shades to choose from. We got some new nice bold colors. You apply it just like a lip gloss. It absorbs in. I recommend 2 to 3 coats. And then you can just wear it for a nice matte finish, or you can top it with a lipstick, a gloss, a bonbon, anything if you want a little bit of moisture.
I love matte lips, so that sounds
They're
great.
so hot right now.
Awesome.
The other item I wanted to show you for lips is liquid lipstick.
Yes.
We all love liquid lipstick.
Yes.
Okay, so you're probably familiar, but a little bit goes a long way.
Okay.
Like a little
So
bit.
you're scraping
Oh,
a lot
I'm
off.
scraping
Okay.
so much off because you don't want to do too much.
Okay.
Highly pigmented. You just put it on like lip
Oh,
gloss.
it's a beautiful
Isn't that
color.
a pretty color?
Yes.
And this also has long-lasting wear.
Perfect.
For me, I've gotten about 4 to 6 hours easily out of each coat.
So which do you prefer? Or does it's just a consistency?
Yeah, I think it's a consistency on what you want.
Okay.
This with the stain, it's really going to absorb into your lips.
Okay.
So it's literally like staining your lips.
Okay.
But with this one, it's actually going to sit on top of your lips, so you get a
Okay.
little bit richer, fuller color. So it kind of just depends what you're looking for.
I like the fuller color.
Yes, I think
Okay.
so too. It's also a little bit more moisturizing.
Okay.
So if you have really dry lips,
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
a
addicted
stain.
to chapstick, so.
Yeah. So liquid lipstick might be your go-to.
All right, perfect.
Well, do you have any questions about any of this?
Well, I love all of this, and I would love to get it all, and I can get it all. Like I said, I'm ready to just totally redo it, but what would be the best bet? You mentioned a collection, so I would love to look at some collections and then maybe add a few items if I need to.
That sounds good. Let's go look at that.
All right.
After making the recommendations, let the customer try on the products. Don't worry, full makeovers are not necessary. If you have enough products and color selections, feel free to do so. Those are very effective. But just letting them try on and see a few of the products and colors is all that's needed. Everything in your kit is sufficient. Then just use the catalog or the website to show them the rest of the options. And remember, this is about her and her needs. So if you keep that as the main goal, you will be successful.